with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good evening, I'm Mike Ruzzi. Thanks for joining us tonight for tonight's edition of the NOWCAST. Vaccinations continue to be on the rise in the Commonwealth. Starting tomorrow, all Pennsylvanians will be eligible to get a COVID-19 vaccine. And today's announcement comes on the same day the state crossed 2.2 million full vaccinations. That's about 17% of the state's population. Across our region, more than 82,000 people have been fully vaccinated. That's a jump of about 3,700 people since Friday. Crawford County has vaccinated more than 19,000 people. Erie has vaccinated more than 58,000, and Warren County has vaccinated nearly 5,400. You can, as always, find the latest COVID-19 facts and figures on our website, erienewsnow.com. We also want to let you know about some upcoming vaccine clinics in the area. The MLK Center says it is hosting a vaccine clinic this Saturday, April 17th at 10 a.m. Organizers say there are no restrictions on who can take part, but they do ask that you call ahead through the MLK Center, Booker T. Washington Center, or the Quality of Life Learning Center. Meantime, Allegheny Health Network is holding several mass vaccination clinics at St. Vincent Hospital. Hospital officials say this clinic is also open to anyone. You'll have to schedule your time through the AHN website or by calling 814-CONNECT. As always, we have all this information on our website, erienewsnow.com. And we have new details tonight on immigrant children making their way to Erie. Erie News Now was first to report last week that dormitory space owned by a local businessman may be used to house some of the youngest unaccompanied children caught in the U.S.-Mexico border crisis. Tonight, we've confirmed the children are in fact coming to Erie. The first group of 150 expected to arrive tomorrow. Our Lisa Adams has more.
Federal protection agents moved in around the dormitory, and now it's official. Children caught in the U.S.-Mexico border crisis are coming here to Erie County. It's part of the Biden administration's push to move unaccompanied children out of U.S. Customs and Border Protection facilities as quickly as possible. We've all seen the chilling video of very small children being dropped over the border wall as the crisis grows. So the dormitories owned by businessman Glenn Renaud will provide humanitarian conditions, clean, comfortable sleeping quarters, meals, toiletries, and access to medical services. I learned that the Erie County Health Department was asked if they could provide physicals, childhood vaccinations, COVID and lice screenings for as many as 300 to 500 children ages 5 to 12. County health officials say they don't have the supplies or the capacity, so the federal government will have to find another health contractor for these little ones. HHS, Office of Refugee Resettlement, is handling all of this, but the local field office of the U.S. Committee for Refugees and Immigrants wants to remind everyone, no matter what their opinion of the border crisis, these are children who need temporary care.
This is a humanitarian situation that's happening, and Erie has always been a welcoming community, so we need to keep that in mind. The children that are going into care at the facility are not necessarily, they're not going to necessarily be part of the larger community. The whole goal is to reconnect them with sponsors, meaning family members, close friends, or other distant relatives.
And Glenn Renaud, who owns the property, would not comment today. More than 600,000 Pennsylvania voters have applied for mail-in ballots for the May 18th primary election. Now, that's according to the Pennsylvania Department of State. The tally includes more than 587,000 mail-in ballots and more than 18,000 absentee ballots. State officials say that if this pace holds, Pennsylvania could set a record for participation in the primary in May. Eligible voters can apply online for an absentee or mail-in ballot before May 11th. And we have a link to apply or register on our website, erienewsnow.com. It was certainly a bittersweet day for us here at Erie News Now. The access street behind our studios has been dedicated and renamed Gary Dropshow Way, in honor of our former sports director, the late Gary Dropshow, who passed away 1 year ago. The ceremony took place this morning behind our studio building. Representatives from the mayor's office and Louis Broadcasting were on hand, as well as Gary's three daughters, Kim, Kara, and Katie. choir from the St. Patrick's Church in Erie, the same choir that Gary was a part of for over 20 years, was also there to mark the event. And our sympathy also goes out to the Erie Times News family today. Several colleagues tell us that former reporter, editor, and columnist Pat Howard died today. Howard started at the newspaper as an intern and took a job there at the age of 21. He was known for his popular Sunday morning column. He retired back in December. In a statement given to Erie News Now, the paper's executive editor says Howard was committed to his craft and certainly his hometown. Pat Howard was 59 years old. And thanks for joining us for this Erie News Nowcast. Join us again tonight for our next news at 10 p.m. on the CW and again at 11 p.m. on WICU and WSE. Have a great night.